Hollywood stuff, people will definitely treat you like trash, and then something will happen, or you'll get some little deadline article or whatever, and then the next year it's like they'll see you at a thing like, "Oh my God, Niles, you remember me? We were at the blah blah
Right.
blah," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
I
you.
remember
I
you.
definitely remember you."
It's so funny, and this is gonna sound absolutely nuts to you as a normal person who doesn't live in DC. So y'all posting Deadline when you're mentioned in Deadline, DC's equivalent of that is posting when you're mentioned in something called Politico. Have you heard of
I've
Politico?
heard of Politico. That's a magazine.
So I think it's an online publication, but it'll be like Suzanne Lambert and Niles Abston at,
And
blah, blah, blah
Politico?
place. Niles just signed X deal, and people post screenshots of them being mentioned in Politico, which they say the DC is Hollywood for ugly people. And like, there's so many parallels. It's actually nuts.
Really?
When I was in the Uber and my Uber driver was practicing his stand up on me. Oh,
Yeah.
and giving me advice, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's what they always do.
He goes, so when you're on stage, do you tell jokes or do you just talk about your personal life? And I was like, sorry, is the question when I'm doing stand-up comedy,
Do
am
I
I
tell
telling
jokes?
jokes?
Well, unfortunately, some people have kind of ruined that.
Which fair question, I
Yeah.
guess, in this day
A
and
lot of the
age.
stuff they're not really seeing jokes anymore. So
No, literally. Niles, I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
On Mean But True. So I think I first saw you. I'd seen your stand up and stuff,
Mhm.
but I saw you on the So True podcast,
Yeah.
Caleb's podcast, and I was like, this guy's so funny. I have to
you.
talk to him.
Thank you.
Also from the South.
Yes.
Tell me about
Deep South.
you as a child.
Oh, me as a child.
Yeah.
I was just a short, small kid in Mississippi. I played all the sports and everything.
What sport were you the best at?
As like a younger child, probably basketball is like my best sport.
Okay.
And then when I realized I wasn't gonna grow anymore after 8th grade, I stopped that
Damn.
and I focused more on track and field. But I played football in high school too.
What were your events in track and field?
I ran the 100-meter dash.
Oh, you're
200-meter dash.
fast.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And then I anchored all the relays. I still got the 100-meter dash record at my high school.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What is it?
10:67.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Are you still fast?
No, I had to get hip surgery at 19, so that kind of
That
fucked everything.
sucks.
Yeah, when I ran track in college and I had to get hip surgery and it just never healed like properly. But that's why I moved out here.
I ran track and field in high school because it was one of the only sports. Why did you look surprised when
I was
said
just very
that?
surprised. I didn't
Wait,
know you
why?
played sports. You just don't seem like the person to play sports.
I'm not super sporty.
Yeah.
The only sport I've ever been decent at is lacrosse.
Really?
And really, that's only because I'm ambidextrous. So I went to Catholic school.
Okay.
And I wrote with my left hand, but I wasn't allowed to write with my left hand.
Okay, I'm a lefty too.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I love that. So
Yeah.
they made me write with my right. So I do a lot of stuff. So I could catch lefty or righty.
Wow.
And throw lefty or righty. So that was the only reason. And I was also just an intense bitch and would just like
Really?
body check people. So I didn't really care.
No way.
But that's the only sport I've ever been like decently good at. Didn't love how surprised you looked.
Sorry.
but so were you like a class clown?
A little bit. I feel like there was more of like a group of us that were just like silly. I also like senior year was drunk most of it.
Stop at school?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what were you drinking?
Whatever we could get our hands on because we were 17.
Stop.
So a lot of times it was just like vodka, you mix it with Gatorade. And you
or
put it in a Gatorade bottle.
fruit punch.
So yeah, I'd
Capri
just be
Sun.
like sitting in the back of the class, like drinking a vodka mixed Gatorade drink.
That's insane.
Yeah, we would drink before school and shit. We thought we were so cool. We were just idiots.
That's being drunk in math class,
Yeah.
learning fractions sounds like hell.
And so like me and my friends, we kind of like scammed the school in a way. So like we didn't take a math class our senior year. So we had taken all of the classes that like basically trig was like the highest math class at our school.
Yeah.
So once you took that, there was like I can't remember there was no other class. And so we did a dual enrollment thing where we took a math class at a community college. And then we dropped the class at the pass-fail thing
Oh.
because we just didn't really go.
Yeah.
And we were drinking. And so,
Stop.
so we just stopped going. And so the school didn't know we were just leaving at like 11 every day. And not
because they
going.
weren't
'Cause they
communicating with
didn't-
one
yeah.
another.
And then somebody let it slip that we weren't going to the college anymore.
Lame
'Cause I think somebody
snitch.
was just like, somebody would like, so there would be some teacher that always be like, "These my college students right here," and we were like, "Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's us."
us.
And I think some dumbass was just like, "Oh yeah, we dropped that class." We were like, "Bro,
Fucking loser.
yeah,
Shut
yeah."
up.
Somebody let it slip, or somebody's parents said something because it was a small school in Mississippi, so like everybody's parents knew each other.
Yeah.
So somebody's parent might have said something, but yeah. So then they made us do this like study hall thing the second half of the year, and
Just
so yeah,
turning up
yeah.
at
So we would
school.
just get drunk before that.
That's so funny. When I was in high school, so my parents had a bunch of like airplane bottles of liquor,
Yeah,
scotch in
yeah.
particular. But I saw it say Scotch whiskey, so I just thought it was whiskey 'cause I didn't know the fucking difference, right?
Okay.
I remember I took that was like all we had in the house, and I dumped some in like a Chick-fil-A cup and brought it to the Braves game. But I for some reason I put the bottles under my dresser. I think I was like mixing it in my room and was too afraid to bring them to the trash or something like that.
Uh,
My parents eventually, I think it was when I had gone or was getting ready to go to college. They were like cleaning out my room and stuff, and they found them, and they were like, first of all, why are you hoarding airplane bottles of liquor? Second of all, why are you drinking scotch? They were like,
how old were you
I
drinking
was like, I was
scotch?
18.
Oh my
It was
god,
awful. I
scotch is
hated
like
it.
an old man drink.
It's not good, especially mixed with Capri Sun.
Yeah. No,
Ugh.
there's just certain things I can't drink anymore because of high school and college. Like in college, we would drink this shitty vodka. It was called Burnett's.
Oh, do I know about
It
Burnett's,
came in
honey?
like a plastic bottle.
Of course, blue raspberry Burnett's
Yes,
is the
it was like
aroma of my freshman
$7.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like $7, and we would all. That was like what we could scrape
Oh,
up
dude,
to put in on freshman year. Like, that shit was so nasty, and we'd be
that's
passing the bottle around.
disgusting
Yeah.
what we put ourselves through. I
Yes.
remember drinking Burnett's in college, and we were like too broke to buy mixers, and
Yeah.
they gave out free lollipops in reception, so we were chasing our
What
Burnett's
the fuck?
with a lollipop. It was a
Nah,
dark time.
that's some freshman shit.
Or water. Like that's what we had.
Right, because the college I went to, it was like religious or whatever, and so they had like all these rules you had to follow.
Like what?
So like my freshman year there was a curfew. Like if you were gonna stay in the dorms, you had to be back at 1 a.m. But the trick was like essentially if you just stayed out all night, you could come back at like 5:30 and the dorms would be open. So if you came back at 5:30 in the morning and closed from like that, they obviously knew what you were doing, but you
But they
didn't break
can't
the curfew. Yeah.
That's so
It
funny.
was wild because like essentially like people were like putting their lives in danger to not get in trouble.
No, literally.
Like people would literally like go sleep in the woods or like sleep in the car. Like I know like a lot of times like we would just go like just be at IHOP. And I remember there was like a shooting at the IHOP one night. It was crazy.
Just
Like
exist at
yeah,
IHOP.
it was just existing at IHOP. And this dude just got his ass beat like outside, and then the dude that beat him up came in and sat down and ate his pancakes, and nobody said anything to him.
No one said a word.
Nah, I was like, "That's your pancakes, bro." But
Not
yeah,
my pancakes for sure.
exactly. Yeah, but we couldn't. You weren't supposed to drink or do drugs or anything like that. So like it was all against the rules. So you had to be like very discreet with everything.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Georgia, was just insane. I remember freshman year, I was sick, so I was drinking like Robitussin.
Yeah.
Obviously, still drinking alcohol. And I was
Yeah.
like, guys, holy shit, if you mix Robitussin and
Robo tripping.
alcohol, you actually get super drunk. They're like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
called lean, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah, he was robo tripping.
You're
Yeah.
drinking lean in
God
your
damn.
hotel room right now, or in your
Holy-
dorm room right now.
Holy shit.
I genuinely thought I
You-
had
you thought you
cracked the
came up with
code.
something.
I really did.
Not knowing that's what Lil Wayne had been doing for 15
Talk
years
about
at that point.
appropriating.
Yeah.
I invented lean.
I invented leaning. Like, no, you didn't.
Talk to us just a little bit about like your journey, your professional journey.
Ooh, man, a lot of bullshit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Say more about that.
So like I moved here when I was 20, and I got like an internship at this production company or
Oh,
whatever.
cool.
And I knew that was how I could get to LA and get here without my parents freaking out. And
Ah,
so as soon as the thing was over, I was just gonna drop out. Wow, this is an occurring thing that I like just drop out at certain points.
hey, when it's not serving you, you dip.
I just do.
And that's on boundaries.
look,
Bye.
But yeah, so I came out here, I did this internship for this very mean old man. He was an asshole.
Why?
He was just a piece of shit. Like
yeah.
there's an assistant we had. I'm not gonna say her name, but they would make her cry every day.
On purpose?
Yeah, like it was like they were trying to make her cry.
Oh,
Like they're like
weird.
let's keep the streak going. She cries in here every day. Let's keep it going.
They have a
No,
leaderboard.
I think there had to be a board somewhere that said how many days since she hasn't cried, and it was always 0.
I need one of those for myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would just read scripts like all day.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of taught myself how to write. So I would just I read like really good scripts, really bad scripts. The best one that probably came across the desk when I was there, the show Barry, Bill Hader.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that pilot came through, and I remember reading it. I was like, this is crazy, and that was 2016, so that was before the show came out. And I remember asking my boss and like the people that work for him, I was like, "Are y'all gonna like call him? This is an amazing script." And they
Yeah.
were like, "Nah, we don't really get it. It doesn't really have a genre." And that's when I knew everybody out here was an idiot.
And that's when you knew everyone was stupid.
Yeah, and I was like, "I'm 20 and I know this is a good show."
Yeah.
And then like 2 or 3 years later, it wins all these Emmys, and that's when I was just like, "Nah, I know what I'm doing."
You know what you're doing.
Yeah. So,
What are some other shows, even if they haven't been released, what are some other shows with like really good writing that you just love?
I thought the writing on Atlanta was really good.
Okay.
And I know a couple of writers, and they really did their thing on that. I mean, she wrote it by herself, but I thought the writing on Fleabag was crazy.
Yeah.
She's really good.
Wild.
I recently watched The Wire for the first time.
Oh, I haven't actually watched it.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Like it lives up to what everybody has said. About. Like
Really?
everybody's like, it's the best show ever, and I'd be like, whatever.
Right.
And then I watch it,
yeah.
and you're like, oh, this is amazing. I remember the same thing happened to me when I watched The Godfather for the first time, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, this is amazing. Like, and then you kind of like whenever you watch something like old, you'll see like all the things you've seen since then that basically reference it.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, oh, if it wasn't for this, all these things wouldn't be possible.
Wouldn't even exist.
Yeah. So
And I didn't even know that it was
Exactly.
about this.
yeah, so I would say yeah, the writing on The Wire is sick because like it builds like a whole world kind of,
Okay.
and that's kind of the stuff I want to do. But yeah,
Yeah, because you write, you've
Yeah.
written. Talk
Yeah.
about that.
yeah, I've written on a couple TV shows. I just wrote my first movie for a studio. I just turned that in a few weeks ago. so
Congratulations.
Thank you. That was a really cool experience. It was different because it was just like they come to you with an idea that they already have, and then you kind of make it happen.
Oh, that's never happened to me before. It's always the opposite.
Yeah. So it was weird. It was definitely weird like to be brought into someone's thing that they're already trying to do, and they just need a writer for it.
That's sick.
So yeah, so I wrote a movie for a studio this year. So that was a cool like bucket list thing to check off. I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll do it again, but it was really cool to do once.
When you're writing stand-up, because you also do stand-up, you have
Yeah.
specials everywhere, right?
Yeah, I have
Comedy
3.
Central.
Yeah.
And what are the names of your specials?
I got a special called Girls Don't Twerk the Jokes that I dropped in 2020. Then I got another special called Household Name, and then my last one I just put out is called Ask Guy.
Ask Guy was so good.
Thank you.
So funny.
Thank you.
What's your process look like when you're writing stand-up?
So I don't write stand up.
What do you mean?
So like I just go on stage and just talk.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then
You're one of those.
Yeah, and it just kind of comes to me like basically like I'll write down like a concept in my phone or like
Mm-hmm.
an idea, and then I just kind of like, go figure it out. So it'll take me like 2 or 3 times to like get it, you know.
That's wild.
Yeah, because I sit down and I write movies and shows and stuff, so it's like it would be hard for my brain to like write a joke. So most of my jokes come from like if me and you were talking and I say something funny, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a joke.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
write it down.
Yeah.
Totally.
So
yeah.
most of it comes from just like talking to people and then just talking on stage. I come up with a lot of stuff just off rip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's such a gift too. When I
Mhm.
started stand up, I would write down on my note card every single
you were
word
one
of
of those?
every single. Oh, dude. Yeah,
I know a
and
lot of
like
comics like that. Like y'all really write down everything. I'm like, y'all write down
Genuinely?
everything?
it's because my ADHD is so bad. I'll just forget shit.
Really?
Like I'll literally just forget the worst performance I ever had. I actually took a year off performing after this, and
Yeah.
I was coming towards that time.
Yeah.
And I'm curious if that's ever happened to you.
Yeah, I quit for 6 months my first year.
But you did?
Yeah.
For what?
I bombed really bad.
And that's what it.
And I was just like, this ain't for me. I was pretty new. I was like less than a year in. And the Hollywood Improv used to have this mic they would do that was a late night mic. So like it would start at like 10 or 11 and it would usually end at like 1. So I got there, and then you know when you're newer, like you're probably not gonna get put up early or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're there's a bucket that they're pulling names out of, but like
Yeah, quote unquote.
that's yeah,
Yeah. It's
it's
like,
built
are you on time? Did you piss me off this week?
exactly. Do I
Yeah.
already know you? And so
Yeah.
like nobody really knew me. I'm a 21-year-old kid that hadn't been doing stand up that long, and I'm not that great at it either.
Yeah.
So I remember I go up around like 12:40, and like there's only a few people left, and I just ate shit. And I remember, and this dude, he was on the piano. He was like one of the hosts. He like talked during my set and like made fun of me a little bit.
Jesus.
And I was just like,
dude.
God damn it, bro. Like, what? Okay. And it just really made me mad. And like, I remember like I walked out and like cried and like went to my car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, and I went home and I was like, I don't have to do this.
And that's the thing. You don't have to do
You
it.
don't have to.
No.
And so I was just like, I like writing. I like doing what I'm doing. I don't think I need stand up. And so I just stopped. And then I was doing extra work, like being background in movies and shows.
Yeah.
That's how I like made money when I first moved out here.
Yeah.
It was some talk show. You would get paid to like $120 to like sit in the audience for like 6 hours or whatever.
Okay.
And so I ran into this comic that was also doing that. And he was like, "Oh yeah, bro, I seen you around. Like when's your next show?" And I was like, I didn't want to tell him like I quit. I was like, "Oh, I don't really have one coming up. I've just been chilling." He was like, "Oh, there's this mic I'm going to after this. You should come with me." And I was like, "Fuck."
Fine.
Okay. And then I went and I ripped for like the first time. And so I was like, "Oh, okay."
And you're like, wait, no, I love this
Yeah,
actually.
so I guess I'll do stand up now. But it's crazy. Like if I hadn't ran into him at that thing, I don't think I would have went back.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had a similar experience. I had already kind of been feeling like I didn't like it anymore and I needed to take a break. But there's
Yeah.
such this annoying mentality in stand up. You have to be hitting 7 billion mics a night. And if you're not, you don't take the craft
You don't
seriously.
take it seriously.
All
Yeah.
this bullshit,
Yeah.
whatever. And I had this show and like jokes just like weren't hitting, whatever. And I will say, I'm not one of those people that's like the audience is always right. Because sometimes the
No,
audience,
audience
is
can be wrong.
stupid.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck the audience, by the way.
Yeah.
I hope that's the takeaway from this podcast. Yeah, they're idiots, but they are our idiots,
Yeah.
But I was just like, fuck these people. And that's like not a great attitude to have.
No.
And that's
Not
where,
when you're entertaining people.
right.
That
And
don't have
that's-
to be there.
That's why you end up with these comics who should have stopped 20 years ago,
Yeah.
who just go on stage and bitch. And
Yeah.
I have no respect for those people
No.
at all. But it was like a month later, I had a sketch show and it was my first solo monologue. I could recite that thing in my sleep, front, backwards. I just, in the middle of it, fucking
You just
forgot it.
froze up.
And I couldn't even I didn't even have like the gumption to kind of like redirect. So I was silent for what felt like 10 seconds. It might have been 4. I don't even know. I sobbed for like 2 days and I was like, fuck this. And I didn't perform for like a year.
Dude.
But that's when I started doing stuff online.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I took the break because now
Yeah.
I love it again.
Exactly.
You know?
It's good. No, breaks from stand up is good. When you get like a lot of comics get to this point where they hate it or they're jaded.
Yeah.
And you can feel it while they're performing. And like that's just not fun for anybody.
It's not fun at all.
Yeah, you're just like punishing everybody in the room.
What's your drink of choice?
I like tequila.
Tequila?
Yeah.
Just on the rocks?
No. I could do like a tequila soda.
Okay.
With lime. Like that's probably my go-to.
Okay. I like tequila soda grapefruit or tequila soda OJ.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, we talked about this last night. So I ordered a Hennessy sour and they're like, do you want egg whites?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry, pardon?
Yeah. Some sour drinks like with dark liquor, like whiskey, Hennessy, whatever, they do put egg whites in them. But like some places do it, some places don't. So I just like, it's always like a thing where I'm like, all right, do I have to say it up front? And then some bartenders would like look at you like, you really think I was gonna put egg whites in your drink? I was like, well, some places do it. So y'all just need to get on code or something and
Yeah,
decide
right.
if you do this shit or not.
I really want to just start like ordering just the most random drink, like a margarita, and be like, hold the egg whites, please.
Yeah.
And like, if they act weird about it,
Yeah.
I want to act weird to
Yeah.
them.
They'd
Like,
be
well, I don't want egg
I
whites
don't want
in
egg
it.
whites. And they'd be like, what? Exactly.
Yeah.
Glad we're on the same page.
Just make
now.
sure there's no egg whites.
No, that's so yeah. That is always that because I was at one bar and this one bartender like made a whole thing. It was like, this guy wants egg whites. I was like, all right, bro.
He's like, egg white guy.
I'm like, look, man, I just wanted to make sure you didn't put it in a drink. Y'all don't have it. Let's just leave it at that.
They're like, that's the guy who thinks everyone's putting egg whites in his
I was
drink.
just like, all right, bro.
He's not okay mentally.
Nah, yeah.
There's so much power concentrated in a very small part of the country.
Yeah.
in New York, there's so many people
Yeah.
that you're humbled because it's like there's
Mhm.
always someone better, more successful,
Yeah.
grinding,
Always.
whatever.
Yeah.
But in DC, like people have very inflated egos, and this was some bullshit. It was during COVID. Stand up was like kind of just coming back, and this was like condoms on the mics.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Do you remember that? Like
Yeah. The mic condoms.
often there wasn't two comics on the stage at a time, so like the host wouldn't wait for you to get on stage.
Yeah.
Enter this scenario. So there's this group, and I'm not gonna name them, but they run a bunch of shows in DC.
Okay.
They think they are God's gift on earth. You would actually cry laughing. When they announced their past list, they send 3 separate emails. I'm actually so excited to be bitching about this right now because fuck these people. Actually, no, fuck these people. They'll
That's
be
so
like,
funny.
they're like, okay, the pass list is coming. And then the next one explains like their algorithm and mechanism for fucking getting people past. And then the third email is the pass list. I'm like, y'all are literally acting like this is the Oscars.
Wow. It's a lot.
For an open mic circuit.
Oh,
Let's
Jesus.
all calm down. It was like my first time performing with this group, and they're, very intense. I was up first, tight 5, whatever. I'm timing it on my phone.
Yeah.
And from the back of the room, so for people who aren't aware, like being lighted, essentially, like usually at a show, they'll light you. They'll literally shine a light to let you know you have like 1 minute left, or depending.
Yeah.
Just for people who aren't aware, and it's often like a phone flashlight.
Yeah.
Someone held up a phone flashlight in the back, and I was like, "That's weird. I'm only at 3 minutes or so, but like, fuck, maybe I'm bombing. Maybe they want me off early." Then I'm like in my head.
Mhm.
So I close my set, whatever, and no one is coming up to the stage. And mind you, this is like a Tuesday, like calm down.
Okay.
I was like, oh, maybe like they don't want to have 2 comics on stage at once because that was still happening with COVID protocol. Maybe they want me to exit before they enter. Like I wasn't sure. So I left. Maybe 10 seconds go by. Like it wasn't a ton of time. The audience isn't noticing, but like I was like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
What is it?
Yeah.
And then like the guy gets back. Essentially what happened, someone happened to raise their phone flashlight really high in the air, and I thought someone, was lighting me.
Yeah.
But the host like wasn't in the room, which is like the entire job of the host is to be in the room. And he was like smoking weed or fucking off, in the green room,
As
whatever.
hosts do, yeah.
So for the rest of the show, that guy proceeded to drag me.
For not doing like your whole time.
Yes. And my, again, like I have the recording. That's the thing. I'm like, I have the recording. I was like 15 seconds under, and he'd be like, and the best thing about that comic is they actually did their full time, whatever.
Oh, wow.
Like, all
That's
night,
foul.
all night. And I'm getting madder and fucking madder and madder. And it's one of those things where it's like, is burning this bridge worth it?
Yeah, for sure.
And in that moment, I was like, yep, it genuinely is.
That's one of the best feelings in the world when you assess, is this bridge burnable? And when it is, it's like, oh, let's burn the shit out this.
Let's fucking gasoline. Let's go.
When you realize like this is a bridge that doesn't matter and you can burn it, that's one of the best feelings.
Because then you're untethered.
Yes.
It's like let's go.
Yes.
So I mean, I was like, you have bad fucking vibes, and that's like fucked up, whatever. Like I went at him, and then I called my friend after, who's like, he's Leon, he's a voice of reason. He calms me down. He's like, well, I don't know if I would have said all that. I'm like, well, it's too late.
Nah, I love burning the bridge.
It's too late.
That shit fun.
Have you burned any bridges recently?
Recently? No.
No.
It's probably been a good.
Are we building bridges? Like, well, what's your bridge status right now?
I think I'm the bridge.
Oh, say more about that.
Yeah, I think they got to come to me now.
And they do.
Yeah.
You're directing.
Yeah, I'm directing
a film.
my own movie. Yeah,
Talk about this.
Yeah, I'm directing my first feature length movie in December. We shot some of the stuff last weekend, but we're like shooting the whole thing in December. So we're really excited. It's called The Booth.
What's it about?
So I play a up and coming music producer in the movie, and basically I signed a deal with this huge label. And so the movie follows the producer on his first day at work, and it's the worst first day ever. And so like we got a bunch of like crazy stuff. Most of the movie's gonna be like in a music studio too. So yeah, we're shooting that in December. Gonna drop like a Kickstarter soon for just like miscellaneous things.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
When you're directing, because like I've never been on a movie set before.
Well, you will be.
Yeah. Yay! I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, we're gonna have Suzanne in the movie. It's gonna be dope.
No, that would be sick. As the director, especially if your friends are in the movie,
Yeah.
is it difficult? Because I know you have a precise vision of like
Yeah.
what you want to execute.
No,
And
for
a
sure.
bit of a perfectionist, I would
Mhm.
say,
Yeah.
especially with like writing and stuff. Is it hard to kind of give your friends feedback if they're acting and be like, no, I want you to do it this way?
No, it's my movie.
Yeah, no, and it shouldn't be
Yeah,
hard.
what you gonna argue with? I wrote the shit. What you gonna tell me you know it better than me?
I need the women listening to take this in.
Yeah.
Why? Like, it didn't even cross your mind to feel
No.
bad about
Get the
it.
fuck out of here. I don't care for friends. If I told you to lean your head to the left, you don't fucking lean your head
Lean
to
your
the
head
left.
to
It's
the
my
left.
movie. Or go.
Dude, that's
You know how
so
many people in LA want to
funny.
be in a movie? Get the fuck out of here.
That's
I'm not
so
arguing with you.
funny.
Yeah, fuck you.
No, I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah.
So literally not hard at
No,
all.
it's my way. It's my movie.
What's your sign again?
I'm an Aquarius.
That tracks so
Really?
much. An Aquarius male ruined my life. If he's listening, I hope he's not. I hope he's in prison somewhere.
We're perfect angels. What?
No, y'all switch on. Y'all will just turn it on and off, and like you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
What has surprised you, I guess, about directing so far?
Really, it's all about hiring the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the director, the actual directing part, I think is the easiest job on set.
Really?
I just think
What's the hardest?
I think the lighting.
Dude, I was gonna say I didn't realize how hard it is.
Yeah, that's the toughest job.
Yeah.
I just think the whole director thing, like in the industry in Hollywood, make it feel like this is whole thing. So like white guys get to do it. It's not the directing part is literally the easiest part. The hardest part about directing is knowing you kind of have to know what everybody is doing. It's like playing quarterback essentially. Like you
okay.
kind of have to know what everybody's doing, every department. And then you got to make sure you bring in the right people. And then also the directing's more of in the planning and preparation before the shoot.
Okay.
But like the actual shooting stuff, I'm having a good time. I'm like watching the thing happen, you know?
Yeah.
Well, everybody else is like working hard and moving lights and shit.
Does it ever happen where as you're directing it, you're like, oh, wait, actually, I want it like this instead?
All
And
the
you'll
time.
kind of go against what you originally
Yeah,
thought?
all the time. You got, especially with indie film, you got to be ready to adapt. You got to. Like,
I feel like you have to be present too.
Yeah, you have to. It's like one the way I say it, like I tell like my friends like I work with is like kill the movie that's in your head because you'll be
Mm.
disappointed when you get to say you're like, oh, this isn't what we pictured or blah blah blah. But it's just like you just got to take what you have and make it the best that you can. You know.
Wait, that's such good advice.
Yeah.
I feel like that applies to a lot of different things.
I think getting older is realizing it's just like most of the shit you dreamed up in your head is just not real.
Yeah.
It's like when the joke on the internet, like telling like women is like, yeah, I'm looking for that 6'5" handsome dude that's never cheated and has a really good job and all this money and has a
Honey,
great
he's
relationship with his mom, or he just don't exist.
Yeah. Or yeah. I'm sure the gays would say no.
Yeah, in that
doesn't
community that
exist.
don't exist. And so it's just like a lot of life is just realizing like this is what we got. And I need to make the best of what it is.
Yeah.
And like I've definitely learned that through filmmaking because you could write it like this and it's supposed to be this and that, but you might not have the money for that, or you might not have the actor that can do that, or you might not have the location that looks like that. But what you can do is take what it is and make it as good as it can be. And
Yeah.
sometimes that ends up being better.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'm a firm believer that the best like creativity and comedy comes out of lack.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because if you don't have something, you're gonna come up with a way to get it. If you're really about the shit, you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And usually, what you figure it out is funnier or cooler than whatever the thing was.
No, totally.
Most like a lot of those like older movies that were like low budget comedies are some of the funniest ones because you could tell like, oh, they were just like coming up with that shit on the day.
Literally.
You know. So
I mean, I don't know if you're a fan, but Napoleon Dynamite,
that was one of my references to the investors that we got.
Was it really?
Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite, Hollywood Shuffle, Clerks, and then
Clerks.
a lot of people don't know Danny McBride. That's how he got discovered. He made a movie for like $70,000 with his friend. It's called Foot Fist Way. It's really funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he plays like a fucked up like Taekwondo instructor for kids.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, they made it in their hometown in South Carolina for like $70,000, and they put it in like festivals. And this dude that was at one of the festivals asked him, was like, hey, could I get this on DVD? Because it was like 05, 06 at the
Yeah.
time. He's like, can I get this on DVD? I have somebody that works in Hollywood that I would like to send this movie to. And they're like, sure, dude. So they gave him the DVD. It was Will Ferrell. The dude worked
No
for Will Ferrell.
way.
And so he gave it to Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell was like, this shit's hilarious. Bought it and put it in theaters. And then
Wait, I love
that's
that.
how he got discovered. That was off a $70,000 movie.
That's wild.
Danny McBride probably doesn't even wipe his ass with $70,000 now. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
So
Oh, I love that Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite,
Yeah.
same thing.
I saw it 3 times in theaters.
Really?
One of my favorite movies ever. And that tells me a lot about your style. I mean, and I know you have a ton of different, inspirations and people have influenced you, but I love just seeing people just like goofing off with their friends.
Yeah.
And then there's so
Yeah.
much of that, but it's really good writing,
Mm-hmm.
great characters.
Yeah, I think they shot that at their old high school or something like that.
Yeah, and I know
Yeah.
it was low budget. I think it
Mhm.
was an indie
It's
film.
like 200,000 they shot that.
And it's like a cultural
Cult classic,
mainstay.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And so yeah, I tell people all the time because you know how like there's that thing people always say, like one thing about life is like never think it can't happen to you, but they mean it in a negative way. I always say it in a positive way. Why can't good things happen to you?
100%.
If these dudes can make Napoleon Dynamite, why can't you make a low budget movie people are gonna like? You
And that's the mindset you have to have. Talking about people getting kind of weird when you get successful.
Mhm.
So I was working a normal ass job
Yeah.
up until February, like normal ass
that shit
corporate
is
job.
so cool.
I would
Good for you.
thanks.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so lucky. I'm so
Yeah.
fortunate. All the things. I still don't feel like any of this is real.
Yeah.
I would log off from my job at like 6, 7, and it was like a good job.
Mhm.
As much as people on the internet say I have failed at all my careers, I had like just gotten
They say
promoted.
that?
I was fucking
Why
crushing
do
it.
y'all be making stuff up about Suzanne?
They make
bruh?
so much shit up about me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't even know you super well, but I'll be like, I don't think she ever did that. That's not true.
no, it's so funny. But, a few months later, like having found success in this, I run into someone and they said it real snarky. Like they were
Yeah.
like, well, I bet this wasn't on your bingo card, was it? And I go, oh, no, it was.
Yeah.
Why couldn't good
Why
things
couldn't it
happen
happen?
to
Yeah.
you? And also, like, I love proving people wrong.
Always. Most of the things I've achieved have been like out of spite. Even for like this movie, like I tell people all the time, it's like I've never sold like a pitch or anything. Like I pitched this show when I was 25. I pitched my first TV show when I was 25.
Wow.
I had Marlon Wayans as my executive producer.
That's
attached
so
to it.
cool.
And my best friend Chaz, who I run a show monthly out here in LA, he co-wrote it with me. And so it was really dope pilot. We won like this contest. And so we went to like 7 different networks. And like I'm thinking like, yo, I'm 25. I'm about to sell a fucking TV show. Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. My life's about to change. Every single place said no.
Damn.
Every single place said no. And I didn't write for like a year.
Because you were just so
I was just
gutted.
defeated. Because it was
Yeah.
just like, it was the pandemic had happened and everything. And so and so like that was tough. But then this thing happened. I was like, oh, this is it. Like I'm really about to do this shit at 25. Like that's crazy. Like I'm Lena Dunham. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
And you are. You got to keep going. You just have to keep going.
Gotta keep going. And as cliche as that sounds, it's literally the truth.
And that's what a lot of people don't do.
No, they don't. Seth Rogen said it best. It was like people always ask me like, oh, how are you make it and all this other stuff. And he's like, well, quitting is definitely not gonna get you there.
Literally.
Yeah.
You just have to keep fucking
Gotta
showing
keep
up.
going. And just realize what you care and don't care about.
And you're gonna make shit that's bad.
Yeah.
During COVID, Jesus, it's been erased from the internet. No one will ever find it. I did this segment that I called Fireside Chatter, like
Yeah.
FDR's Fireside Chats.
Yeah.
Don't know why that was the direction I was going in. And I have this wood burning stove in my house. My house is really old and it emits like a fuck ton of heat, right?
Okay.
So like I lit the stove and then would sit next to it and talk. The thing with that is those things, as I mentioned, let off a ton of heat. And it was like fucking July. So I'm just like sweating bullets in these videos, which weren't good.
Hey,
I like didn't know how to use
somebody go find that.
No.
I need to see this.
God damn it, please do. Honestly,
It's
actually
it's
do.
on Reddit somewhere, but it's just like I feel like where I'm at right now is a little different because it's just like the people that are paying attention to what I do actually like
They
it.
like you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, the only things on Reddit are like, Kayla, bring Niles back on the podcast, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's like no mean stuff.
Wow, that's nice.
I get weird DMs though,
Like what?
just like racist shit.
Oh.
Yeah, and then just like women saying crazy stuff.
Oh, like thirsty?
Yeah.
Thirsty in your
Just
DMs?
insane shit. Like
That's
I told somebody I gotta figure the joke out, but it's just like women are creeps too. You just gotta be good at something.
Oh,
Whereas
100%.
like dudes are creeps just to the woman at the cash that's a cashier at Walmart. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, if you're a dude and you get some kind of like level of success or whatever, you're gonna get some creepy women. And it's honestly very funny.
Oh, I'm problematic. I'll honk at hot guys running. I catcall dudes, and they love it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, guys like
Yeah,
it.
because we're also not we don't in
You
fear
don't
for our
fear for your-
safety. Like I don't feel like if a girl says some weird shit to me online, I'm not like she's gonna kill me.
You don't
know
have
what I'm
pepper spray and are
Exactly.
constantly looking around.
So yeah, so it's a little different. So you get to be weird because I know I'm not gonna die. So
Women like to be creepy. Let me tell you, when I post interviews with like hot politicians,
Yeah.
whatever, the women in my DMs, and they've gone to your DMs as
Yeah,
well, my followers, and I love them. They are
you
They
got
will
you got
say
some sweet ladies that follow
whatever.
you.
I love them so much. My favorite are like the Gen Xers, perimenopausal, like just not, they don't give a single
Yeah.
fuck in the best way. And they'll just write very explicit messages about literal elected officials.
That's so dope. Hey, if y'all got some money, jump in my DMs.
Jump in
I
Niles' DMs.
don't discriminate from old ladies. Look, I'll make you feel young again.
Have you ever dated older?
I wouldn't
like,
say-
significantly
I wouldn't say dated.
Yeah. Yeah, been there. Been
Yeah, I wouldn't say
there.
dated, but yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was with a gentleman for a period of time who was like super old and
Really?
had a CPAP
Suzanne.
machine. Listen, you didn't know me when I was like 25.
Oh my God.
Well, my dad gave me the advice to stop dating guys in their 20s. He's
Okay.
like, they're the worst.
So you just
Which,
so
like,
you tripled
I
that
was,
shit.
okay, so 50s.
Oh my God.
But this guy, it was amazing because he slept with a CPAP machine. So like, I knew when he was sleeping. So then I could like go through his phone really easily. So that's the secret.
Why was you going through that old man phone?
There was nothing
There's
in there.
nothing in there.
It's like size 20
That's what I was about to say. The
font.
font was this big.
You could see it
He
from
wasn't hiding
space.
nothing from you.
No, he wasn't. It was like, it actually like gave me the ick because like no hoes were texting him.
Yeah.
He's not sending anything problematic. He's like commenting like, wow, on Facebook.
Yeah.
Actually opening the promotional emails from
Yeah.
like Costco and like reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
My
nothing
thing
good.
and my thing with that is y'all gotta pick one. Cause first is if you don't got no hoes in your phone that's getting at you, then that's But then you go through my phone and get your feelings hurt. Now it's I ain't shit. So y'all gotta pick one.
No, that's so fair. I mean, certainly I would prefer the absence of hoes in a guy's,
Okay.
but like maybe some that he didn't reply to, or
yeah.
that he replied to appropriately.
So there's a scale there. There's
Yeah,
a
as
number.
long as he's not entertaining them.
course,
But like
yeah.
if he replies in a way that's kind of like telling them off, or if he's not responding, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
You don't want to be with someone who never gets hit on.
Of course not.
That would be crazy.
That's what everybody says though. Until they date somebody that does get hit on a lot.
I mean, every guy's like, I want someone who's smart and pretty and funny, whatever. They all say that.
Yeah.
But then when they're with you,
What comes with that? Yeah.
yeah, then all of a sudden they can't handle it. All of a
Exactly.
sudden they want you sitting on the couch with them instead of like going to shows or doing
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that's what one of my friends is a really funny comedian. His name is Vincent Bryant. He posted this video because it was this trend where all these women were saying like, "Yeah, I want me a medium ugly man," and he was like, "Yeah, because you don't like competition. That's why.
Yeah, no,
That's why you want a medium ugly man."
I don't want a medium ugly man at all. I'm like,
Good.
hot, like, why are we pretending like we don't like hot guys?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But some people are just like they insecure and scared, so they're just like, "Well, I want an ugly person, so that way I don't have to worry about that." But then that dude will cheat on you too. So
Ugly dudes also cheat.
ugly dude gonna
That's
cheat.
the thing. And I'm going to start with my mean but true. So,
Yeah.
like, the whole thing, and I get this a lot because, like, I'll make fun of like conservative makeup, Republican makeup.
that's
I
just funny.
started that trend, whatever.
Yeah.
After looking at people from my hometown who got together Thanksgiving break, I was like, oh my God, all their
Oh.
makeup's the same.
Oh no.
They know who they are. Hate you. But the whole thing, if you're talking about someone's looks, it means you have nothing else to say. That's a rule that an ugly person made up.
Absolutely.
Because what do you mean I
Absolutely.
can't talk shit about how you look? I can talk about you being dumb and racist and how
And that you ugly.
and that you're ugly.
Yeah, most of the stuff like that is just made up by people that suffer from it. Just like the whole like when people say like money doesn't buy you happiness. A rich person said that, so y'all wouldn't want to go get some money.
Literally.
Money has bought me lots and lots of happiness.
So much happiness.
Her name is I'm playing.
Wait, no, that's what Donald Trump is selling right now. He's like, you guys don't need health insurance. We're getting we're getting a whatever UFC match at the
Yeah.
White House
With
next
Cutting
year.
Snap. Y'all don't need food.
Y'all don't need food
Yeah.
stamps. We can give it to you, but you don't need
Yeah.
it. You
That's
don't need
rich
health
people love
insurance.
saying like money isn't everything once they have all the money.
Once they fucking have money.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
man, just go barefoot and just go be in Thailand for a little bit. Well, how do you get to do that, sir?
Yeah, how are you going to pay to get to
Right.
Thailand?
Exactly.
You know, when they're like, oh, like they always come running back. I'm like, that's also not true. Like,
Yeah.
these are things y'all's parents taught you when you were younger to help you make sense of the world. Like, removing all nuance, because that's how you explain the world to kids. You know, that boy's mean to you because he likes you, or like, you know, they're just jealous of you. That's why they don't like you. It's like, actually, no, sometimes your kid sucks, and that's why people don't like them.
Absolutely.
So that's my mean but true. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can criticize your viewpoints and your personality and who you are as a person and call you busted.
Absolutely.
Like, that's not fair.
Yep.
What's something mean but true you'd like to get off your chest?
Vegans, you're a burden on your friends and your family.
Oh.
You're a burden. Yeah, so we gotta have this one little thing for you. So make sure hey, bro, bring your own shit then.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being like having to show up to something or run some event like, well, you know, so and so can't eat this. Well, so and so about to be hungry. I'm not about to change up shit for 2 people. That's the other thing.
No.
Y'all like 2% of the population. We not about to do shit because y'all need it.
And they're the loudest.
Bro, y'all not saving the planet. I promise you, you not making the world a better place because you don't eat bacon.
Yeah.
You not.
No.
The environment is not getting better because you don't eat animals. It's just not.
Yeah.
Because in fact, y'all probably making shit worse, to be honest.
I mean, I will say, I'm like, okay, so you're just eating an Impossible Burger. That's like totally processed like shit.
Bro, I know vegans. They not vegans. I call them French fryists.
Stop.
They just eat French fries everywhere. You don't eat. How you a vegan and don't eat no vegetables? Everything you eat is still brown, but you a vegan.
But you're a vegan.
Eating fucking plant-based nuggets. Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying.
Dipping cauliflower and buffalo sauce. Eat a wing.
Eat a
Stop
wing.
doing that shit,
Eat a
man.
wing. It's kind of like cheating to me that you're allowed to have vegan chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Like, I think you just have to be, you don't get any of
No,
it.
you don't get to.
Doesn't that seem
You
fucked
don't
up
get
to
chicken
you?
nuggets if you don't eat chicken nuggets.
If you don't believe in chicken nuggets, you don't get to have your version of chicken
eat
nuggets.
celery.
Why are you appropriating
You
meat
can dip
eaters?
celery in sauce. Do that.
Yeah.
I'm tired of like this is a plant-based chocolate cake. What the fuck are we talking about?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? So we're wrapping soon, but I have a list of questions that I have for my friends because these are like questions that don't really come up in conversation,
Okay.
but they're just things I want to know about you.
Okay.
Speaking of, what's your favorite vegetable?
My favorite vegetable, asparagus.
Oh, nice.
I love asparagus.
I love asparagus too.
Yeah.
It's so good. What's something you love about yourself?
What do I love about myself? I feel like I have a magnetic energy.
You do.
Thank you.
You definitely do. What's something you're working on about yourself?
I feel like I'm too like understanding, and I need to be better about like when someone literally shows you that they ain't shit, to just let them do that and
Yeah.
cut that off. But I think I'm a little too like understanding for people. Like I'll say something that somebody did, and then somebody like, Niles, normal people don't just do that. And I'm like, you're right. I would never do. Yeah,
I would
if
literally
you would
never do
something to
that.
somebody, and somebody's doing that
And
to
they
you,
do
you
that.
need to like get away from that.
Yeah.
And so I need to be better about that shit.
I hear that. Oh my God. I had this breakup and this was a long time ago. And I was talking to my friends about it. And I was like, yeah, you know, we hadn't broken up yet.
Yeah.
But this was like the catalyst kind of,
Okay.
thankfully. And I was young and dumb and he was older than me. Not CPAP
So
age.
he wasn't CPAP
not,
old though.
not
Okay.
of CPAP age,
All
but
right.
like had a cardiologist.
So he had regular font. He had regular font on his phone.
Yeah.
He
had
was definitely hiding shit then.
regular font on his phone. Oh, he definitely had a hidden folder, I'm sure.
Oh no.
But I was like telling my friends, I'm like, yeah, you know, and we would like fight and he would call me fat and stuff, you know, and they were like, and I was like, you know, like y'all do that with your boyfriends do that. They were like,
I've never done that.
no, I thought that was like normal.
No, it's like things are happening. You're like, yeah, doesn't everybody do that? It's like, nah, bro. Everybody does not do that.
I have one more on this. I have to say, and I'm not going to say who it was. It was my buddy in college. I think about this like once a month, and I start crying, laughing, no matter where I am. We were at the dining hall, and he was like talking. He's like, yeah, you know, when you jack off and like you stick your finger up your ass.
Excuse me?
And all the guys were like, dude, no.
No.
And he was like, you guys are lying. Like, yeah, you do. And they're like, dude, like, honestly, never done that once in my
Never even
life.
thought to do that.
Well, not now you have the idea.
And if I do that, no one will know.
No one
I'm
will
not
know.
telling nobody if I end up doing that.
And you shouldn't. What's something that gives you the ick?
I was hanging out with this girl not too long ago, and I asked her, "Is there like anything you like looking forward to like coming up?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "Well, this is the last time we hanging out."
Oh, just nothing on the
Yeah, if
horizon.
you don't have nothing going on, like I'm not about to be the one something you got.
And have you ever been that for someone? That sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awful.
Yeah.
You like get out my face, bro.
And it's hard because I always fall for narcissists because like I love being love bombed because I'm like I am awesome. So when someone's like
You
like
crazy
when
for that.
no literally a
I'm
guy told
awesome.
me he loved me on the first date and we dated for like 6 months. That was my immediate sign to be like bye. But I'm like yeah no of course he's in love with me already. I'm the best. So like I love getting love bombed. But then eventually you realize like oh I'm the only thing in your life like
Yeah.
and then they resent you for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is there a teacher you've had that's made a big impact on you? Was there any teachers you had growing up, or were you too drunk in class to kind of really?
You know what the crazy thing is? And this isn't gonna sound bad, but I never had like that teacher
like
that
a favorite
that like
teacher?
made me feel like I could go do something. I
Yeah.
had parents. I don't.
Yeah.
I
And they
just-
were that for you.
Yeah.
Were
So,
your
like,
parents always very supportive?
Yeah, they were. They were up until a point. Until I dropped out of college. They were
Yeah.
not very supportive after that.
They're like,
But
oh,
yeah.
you're going to do comedy.
Right. They were
Yeah.
not happy about that. A lawyer and a college professor, their son being a comic. They weren't.
That's so funny.
Right. But now I have enough money to buy my dad and I World Series tickets, so he don't mind it anymore.
And now all of a sudden,
Yeah,
my son, the comedian.
Right. The conservative women, I really actually like feel bad for them because they live in this world where they're told to like follow all these rules to
Mhm.
get this life of like you're gonna be a mom and a wife and like those are the things that are like held dearly and shit.
Yeah.
And then like they follow all these rules and they do that and the dude treats them like shit.
Like shit.
And then so then they look at everybody else and that's where this hate comes from. They
Mhm.
look at everybody else in the world that didn't follow the same rules. So like they get mad at like sex workers and they get mad at gay people and they
Mhm.
get mad at like all these people that don't follow these like made up traditional ass rules that they followed their whole entire life that they thought was gonna give them this like great life and it didn't. And
Yeah.
they see everybody like having fun on the internet and shit.
Oh, totally. And I'm
so
like,
so there's like I hate all of you. I'm gonna vote for Trump.
no, and I'm like, hey guys, the more you insist on social media how much you love being a mom, the less I believe
The less
you.
I
Actually,
believe you.
I don't believe you.
No.
And
It's
I,
just like when the dude posts like a girl's like, she's my everything. And I put her through so much. Like, oh, bro, you was cheating.
the shorter the Instagram caption, the longer the relationship, in my opinion.
The ones where it's just like an emoji, I'm like, oh, he really loved her for real.
Literally.
He didn't have to write a whole poem to prove to the entire world how he feels. Like, it's between y'all.
Literally.
Yeah.
Or captionless,
Yeah.
even.
And it's just like, and so, yeah, it's like, I don't want to post relationship. And then it's just like, I believe in that evil eye shit.
That's why I wear turquoise. I wear turquoise for
Ah, no.
protection. Oh, honey, I do Reiki.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people. My sister sent me like protection crystals. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very much like,
Yeah.
I don't put my shit out. With dating and like relationships in general, though, I do the exact opposite. I flood the zone because everyone people will say that we're dating, by the way. So anytime I have a picture with a guy, a video, and we are, a video.
Soft launch, right? here.
And it's like, this is
On
us
the
announcing it.
podcast.
This is actually a couples podcast.
Right. I'll be back next week.
Suzanne and Niles.
Yeah.
Wait, I love that. What would our podcast be called? I have to think
know.
about that. But I just flood the zone. So when people are like, "Oh my God, are you and it'll be a senator. Are you and Cory Booker dating?" I'm like, no, we're actually engaged. They'll be like, "Oh my God, are you and Brian Tyler Cohen? Like, are you guys together?" I'm like, yeah. So I just say I'm with everyone.
There you go.
And I'm like, every guy I post, I am dating. So I flood the zone completely.
Yeah, every woman you ever see me with, that is my wife.
Yeah, we're dating, we're engaged, we're married, we're hooking
All of it,
up.
all
Like
of it.
everything you think is true.
Yep.
And then that's kind of my strategy with that. So
That's
no
great.
one will
That's
ever know
actually
the
really
truth.
great. Yeah.
Well, Niles, this was so fun.
Hell yeah.
I loved having you. So
course.
I mean, you're here, there, everywhere, but tell people where they can find you and how they can support you.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, Niles100, and I'm on Instagram, the Niles Abston Show. Right now, what I'm focusing on is my movie. We're gonna drop a Kickstarter campaign pretty soon to just like we already got the money to make the movie, but we want to have like money for like miscellaneous things, rainy days,
Yeah.
post production, all that. So if you like to help and you want to donate, yeah, it'll. But I feel like by the time this comes out, it'll be up. So
And you did that shit all by I mean, I know you have
yeah,
you're working with great people,
yeah,
but like you really did that.
it's crazy. Yeah, me and my friends, we went out and we just made it happen.
That's
And so
awesome.
yeah, I gotta shout them out, Lucas and John. Appreciate them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been with me like from every step of the way on this project. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
feel like if you're not seeing the things you want
go
being
do
made,
it.
make it yourself.
Stop. Like
You can do
I always
it.
say, complain for a day, and then day 2, go figure it out.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, thank you
of
again.
course. Thanks for having me.
And I'll see you next Tuesday.